Hey guys, I'm OAL, and this is week number 3. Let's get it. So in case you didn't know, the desert is chock full of points, and we are absolutely going to take advantage of that. And the first step on our list is to go to Pyramid Plunder. There is a task basically for every single room, and with 99 thieving, that's going to be some really easy points. I have a feeling this week is going to get us very close to our initial goal of 13,000 points. Quick little PSA, you actually have to search the grand golden chest in each room to get the task. I made it about halfway through before I realized that, so I made sure I got at least 7 and 8 before I left. That way I didn't have to go all the way and do that again. So if you need to do this as well, just make sure you hit that golden chest and you'll get the tasks. At this point, we're just doing any tasks we can find. I mean, look at all this. We have a ton. Right now, we're going to go try to jump into the Calphite lair. I don't think I can do the queen, but I think there's a task to kill one of the workers. And yeah, we are getting a ton of points. We're close to 10,000, and that's a pretty good milestone. If you're like me and pick desert, you absolutely should make sure you come over here and get this ring. The Ring of Shadows is by far the best in slot if you haven't picked the Fremnik region. It'll serve us well because, frankly, our gear so far is atrocious. I've been putting this off for way too long. It's time to go do the night training waves, and this is our gear. Hopefully this is enough. Our stats are about 75 and up. It should be alright. We have a lot of restores, a couple super attacks and strengths, spec weapon, and a ton of monkfish. I don't think we'll have any issues, but this place has given people a lot of grief in the past, so fingers crossed. Well, that was a little easier than I thought it would be. That only took us less than 10 minutes, so yeah, that was definitely worth it. And I think it's tasked to do both Chivalry and Piety, and we got a lot of XP, so hopefully we get some levels from that too. Yeah, good stuff. I'll take it. Combat 101 and a half. Let's go ahead and get those tasks. Boom. An easy 120 points. I'll take it. So one thing I wanted to make sure I did was getting at least one of all the squirk fruits. Each one is a task and they are very easy. I did not get a chance to do this on a squirking world, but nevertheless, that's more points in our pocket. There is actually a fair bit of long-term tasks for this, and if you enjoy it, it should be pretty fast to grab a large amount of points. Earlier this week, it dawned on me that I actually have 63 Hunter, which is perfect because we can go to red chins. This is important because we can't actually get black chins, so red is our best bet. We then use the chins to train range incredibly fast in the Monkey Madness 2 tunnels. And if we ever want to go to Arma, that'll be perfect for Kree. Additionally, because we have Trickster, we never fail traps, so catching red chins will be super fast and take no time at all. Coupled with the double catch rate, we are already getting a ton of chins in minutes. I really want to get 80 Hunter because then we can start catching Herbivore, and it will be an excellent source of good herbs for us to keep stocked up on potions. There's also a few herby tasks, so that'll be all worth it. Alright, that's Prince Alley Rescue completed. I will say that the most annoying part about this quest is actually getting all the stuff. Holy, well, there's Beneath Cursed Sands. Just so you guys know, the quest is still annoying even on leagues, and I'm very happy that it's over. Good God. Well, I think that's the only thing we need left to be able to do the Tombs of Masket, so thank goodness for that. By the way, if you're trying to do this and you're following the quest guide and you're using melee, and you didn't pick melee as a relic, yeah, don't do that. Use your preferred attack style because I tried it with melee first and I got roasted. So absolutely do range, mage, whatever. Whatever is easier for you because it is not fun if you follow the guide. just remembered we didn't actually do the veteran one last time we were at pest control, and that's an easy 80 points. So make sure you go do each one of these boats. I believe is a task, and also to keep the veteran Void Knight above 150 hit points is also a task that I believe is 80 points as well. So that was just a quick 160 points like that. So go make sure you do that. It's so free. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to attempt raids. I don't know if we're going to be okay. All of the stuff in my inventory is extremely scuffed. I put my invocations on 150, so let's go ahead and look what I selected. I am not very familiar with Tombs of Masket. When it came out, I did one raid just to see how it was, but other than that, I am completely blind. Hopefully this goes well. I don't have much confidence in my gear, but with endless food and essentially endless prayer potions too, we should be okay. I think it'll be alright, especially with the League's relics, but here goes nothing. Let's see if we can even do one raid. I'm going to go ahead and include the fights from Kefri and Zabak because they are so deplorable, and you guys have full freedom to roast me in the comments for being a noob who doesn't know TOA. I'd like to briefly talk about what I would have done differently this league. I would have definitely spent more time at God Wars to get some better gear. Gear was the biggest setback and limited us the most. Also, food and supplies could have been a lot better. I also think that I did not spend enough time at Pest Control or even Soul Wars. It would have been very easy to get at least 90 base stats and then work towards better gear. I think I banked on Ice Barrage too much and used it as a crutch. It was very good in a lot of places, but things like Raids and Leviathan could have been easier with something like a Trident or appropriate gear. I think I neglected the other combat styles and forgot how viable they are, even without the relics. If I could do it all over again, I would probably choose different regions as well. If I was not strictly after points, I would have chosen all 3 raid regions, or a combination of 2 of them, with God Wars and focused more on PVM progression instead of random tasks. Not having a clear direction at all times made me lose focus frequently, and I felt like the grind really suffered. I figured if I chose the places I usually pick each time, and that I was comfortable, then I would finish faster, but it was quite the opposite. I should have taken more risks and had more fun with the challenges. My biggest thing was also not giving myself enough time. I think I really sped through things and did not devote enough time to other grinds that needed to be done. In leagues prior, I would always neglect quests, but this time I think I could have done more skilling, farming, and just put more hours into things in general. One thing that did happen from leagues though is that I'm very much excited to get back to the main game and do some grinds again. So let this be a little tip to everyone who is still taking their time and working towards their goals on leagues. Make sure you do all of the tedious stuff, plus remember to have fun with it. You will thank yourself later, and the grind will pay off, especially at places like bosses and harder tasks. But anyway, rant over. After our little trial run with TOA, I decided to head to God Wars, and who better to start with than Bandos. This might have been the most fun I've had all league. The Mage Relic absolutely shredded Bandos, and with the private instances, it was a breeze to just sit back and relax. I did a few kills, and after a while I started to get low on food, so I only stayed for a handful of KC. No exciting drops to report, unfortunately. With Bandos down, I was feeling a bit confident, and I decided to take on one of the challenges I have always wanted to try, and Leagues seems like the perfect place to do that. Multiple Jads has always been interesting to me, and it turns out I'm not so bad at it. I stayed up to 3 Jads, and it was a lot of fun. It was a little jarring to see the Inferno model instead of the regular, but everything was the same, and I'm glad I tried something new. Hopefully the little bit I practiced here will translate to the main game, and who knows, even the Inferno in the future. Last on my list was, of course, the Leviathan, my favorite Desert Treasure 2 boss. It's been a while since I fought it, and I really enjoy just killing something for the fun of it. With most of our food gone and Mage feeling a bit clunky, I only did about 2 kills before I was pooped. It seems like our League's luck is not so great, and from all of our bossing adventures, we really didn't get anything special. But we did earn a fair amount of points, and that's really what we want at the end of the day. Folks, we've done it. We've reached the 13,000 point goal. Leagues is dying down a little bit, and I'm getting the itch to make some main game progress, so unfortunately this will be the last video in this installment. Now that we actually have all the points we have for the rewards, I'm going to go ahead and transfer over to the main game so we can get those. I don't know if you know or not, but all of your points automatically transfer over, and you can buy the rewards immediately. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okie dokie, here we go. For some reason, it says I had a bunch of League points when I tried this earlier. They must be from a previous League, and I can't use them on the store, so I'm not sure where they are. Weird. Anyway, let's make sure we get the right stuff. We want the Alchemy Scroll. Yes. The Teleport Scroll. The Death Scroll. And of course, the Vengeance Scroll. That is every single reward that I wanted. Let's go ahead and consume those. And make sure that we have them for our main. I hope you all enjoyed this very short little series of me getting League points. These are our closing stats. I don't think I will be returning to Leagues because I kind of missed the main game, but who knows? Never say never. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until next time, bye.